This is our VH1 era.
From the Isle of Previously.
Conspiracy theory.
Doo-doo-doo.
I'm on Sexy Watch.
Goal Watch.
Clone watch.
Tyron.
Read alert.
Tyra 2 list.
Double.
Captions crunch.
It's so nice to wear.
You want to wear that top?
My hair bill.
Working models who are working.
It's good, it's round. 24.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another new episode of Pod Lead'em. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. I'm JW Crump, and I'm going to be as salty as a neck bone, high blood pressure.
I'm Lex Basile Price, and his style very much supplements how I dress.
And I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg. And wow, for a little old woman, this is a dream come true.
And we're, of course, talking about Cycle 24, Episode 10. We're in the double digits. Beauty is real, which was scary, even though it became one of the stupider episodes.
Yes.
Or as I retitled it, The Girl Who Made This Entire Family Wear Denim.
And if you want to dress us entirely in denim,
that.
you should become part of the Lead'em Pod to pay for our denim addiction by clicking
Who
that
doesn't love a
click.
family Canadian tuxedo?
Yeah.
Did y'all take family photos where you had to dress
Nope.
in the same clothes?
Mm-mm.
I don't know if we ever did same clothes. We definitely took the Sears family portrait moment.
Nope.
We definitely did white shirt, khaki pants, no shoes on a beach rock.
On a beach rock? What does that
Mhm.
mean?
Like a big rock on the
beach,
beach.
yeah.
But that was the fake background, right?
No, I lived in
No,
California.
they go to the beach.
We went to the beach.
Oh.
Bob's family did that too in Florida. It was white t-shirt, jeans,
Yeah.
bare feet.
Always bare feet.
Mhm.
Giving those feetsies for free.
But no, we never had professional photography done as a
Oh,
family.
that wasn't professional. That was
Or
then
even
you brought someone
or-
along.
or even just,
Prepared
like,
photography.
Yeah.
pictures just for the sake of taking pictures. Like we took family pictures at events, but we would never just like gather to take pictures just to take pictures.
Yeah, if we did, it totally is escaping me. And those photos definitely aren't currently on my parents' wall. So, no, we did.
Oh my god, we've accessed a core memory.
My mother, for one holiday, and it was when my acne was at its worst, so I did not like the shot.
That's why you
She
blocked this.
was reading a book series where there was an illustration or a photo of the characters each holding an object significant to them.
Oh my god.
And so we had to do that. So my dad had like a golf club, right?
Mhm.
Because he was still into golfing. It was then. And like, I couldn't think of anything. So I'm holding a single DVD.
With your fingers?
Just
Out
like
of the
holding
case?
it. Yeah, out of the case.
So it also could have been a CD.
Yeah, it could have been.
You were just like, my thing, media.
Yeah, but it kind of was.
Yeah.
I wanted you to hold a microphone.
No, because I don't think I was doing anything like.
Ah.
I think I had just like gotten to a film festival, so they were like, "We'll do a
Oh.
film thing." I'm like, "What does that mean, though?"
Action.
If I had had a clapboard, that would have been way better. But I think I'm just holding a DVD.
That's great.
That's amazing.
I'll have to see if I can find that.
I'll find my beach rock photo, and maybe I'll post it on the Discord. But- I'll only do that if we get part of the Lead'em Pod by clicking the clicksel in the description.
Yes, and right now we are still taking in votes
Yep.
for
Mhm.
one of our finale wrap up bonus episode things. So go ahead and take a look and help design your ideal cycle of top model. We really
Pod
appreciate
Lead'em's Barbie Dream Cycle Poll.
Absolutely.
What is going on with Previously? Because Previously is trying to switcheroo things. Gina did badly in the movement challenge.
Previously is rooting for someone in
Who?
Shanice v. Gina. I don't know who. Dunno.
Because it keeps switching. It keeps
Mhm.
saying like Shanice is bad. No,
Mhm.
Gina's the worst.
Mhm.
But they normally the show decides.
The episodes do that too, and they're very scared to pick a side, it feels like, in the edit.
And they fully erased Kajila.
Boo.
The other problem, both for Previouslys and the Shanice-Gina dynamic, is that this whole episode feels like Gina getting mad at Shanice for Shanice doing things that Gina did last episode.
Yep.
Uh-huh. But, y'all, who told poor, sweet Kyla that being in the bottom 2 twice is a death sentence? Because she acts
Gina,
like she was like, well,
Rio.
I've lost. I've lost.
I don't know.
That's what you get for watching Drag Race instead of Top Model,
Yeah.
Kyla.
And then we talked about the Brendy K talking head stitches last episode. This Shanice talking head? What is going on?
This episode is wild with them. There is one from Erin later on where it sounds like Erin at 2 different ages, years apart.
I'm shocked we didn't see a Liberty eyebrow in this one. A Liberty orange eyebrow.
That would be so funny if Top Model stitched together and accidentally did 2 different models. So you just hear the voice fully change. I will say this, though. Positive for post-production. There is nothing I like more than a classic ANTM family photo where they only vignette and highlight the model.
Yes!
Shanice is so tiny in this photo.
That's
and
what
she's-
made Bacon Cat a star.
Yeah.
Gina's still mad about.
Which I'm sure was from last episode.
But I also feel like all of her feelings are summed up very simply by, it's frustrating to see someone who's not experienced get best photo. That feels like the entire
Yes.
beef.
You know what? That feels like beauty being real.
Yeah.
Because that would be just frustrating.
Yeah, I would, if it were
Sure.
me, I would feel the same way.
It's the High School Musical. They didn't put the time in, and they got the lead role, and they haven't been in drama club for 5 years.
And then history says Sharpay should have gotten it.
Exactly.
When we were watching, we're like, wow, Sharpay. So rude. Then I wrote one of my favorite short notes. Gina cries in front of the lotion shelf.
Well, that's why Christiana was there, because it was near
just doing some skincare.
Later in this episode, we see the Pantene provided cosmetology station. Where do they keep their actual things?
Who knows? The Rimmel room wishes.
This Pantene counter is overflowing.
Is this new information about Gina that she was in foster care?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then apparently was physically abused by her foster parents.
This is rough. And why here? Why are we dropping it here?
I don't
This is
know.
why it's confusing.
This is the fault of the show in having Gina's only storyline be
Yes.
alopecia.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would think we would have talked about this, even though I just don't know if I could emotionally have taken it,
In the
Mm.
trauma episode.
in the trauma episode. But again, to your point, Hannah Jane, like, Gina doesn't get to have other things besides alopecia.
Yeah, it felt like until we got down to this number of contestants, it would just be like, Gina bald, y'all remember, okay, back to the rest of the show. That's what it felt
Mhm.
like the edit was giving us.
Mm-hmm.
Mail is arrived!
Hashtag IRL. Why has Tyra just learned Leet speak? Like,
Because she didn't invent it.
I love that Christiana is just happy to get
Oh
out of
my
the house.
God.
Yes.
she's so. We talked about it, but like, they have been nowhere. She is just excited to be at a different location.
And then it takes them so long to actually leave the house.
Yep.
I think it's also, this is the moment that Christiana realized, oh, we're not going overseas
Mm.
because there's
Mhm.
6 of us, and there's been nary a whisper of that. A thing I forgot.
The last place we went was Las Vegas.
For the MLM conference.
And we talked about it, but like, I think
Tyracon.
South Korea was the last
Actual overseas.
Yeah. Aaron says that she's in the middle of the competition.
No,
And-
you're not.
Last week she was.
Last week she was. But Aaron, I think you should be aware enough to know you've mostly been at the bottom. We need some of that Sandra self-awareness.
Law arrives.
Also, rocking full denim. I loved this big denim jumpsuit.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is bougie in a good way from Kyla.
A very credible Law impression.
Yeah.
And then she says, I'm surprised he came to the house. Actually funny.
Hilarious.
It's so weird. I'm sorry. Christiana's so excited to leave the house, and then they get a full lesson
Yep.
at the house, and then the agent comes to the house. They don't even get to go to the agency.
That's because he was hired yesterday.
This seemed odd. I don't think this man was hired. It seemed like he and Law had a date planned.
Yep.
Well, I think Law hired him at Next Model Management. I'll spoil it now. His name is Gerald Blackwell. Gerald Blackwell, if you go to his LinkedIn, he has 2 things. He was a customer liaison, worked retail at Restoration Hardware, and then started working at Next the year of the show. Now, also, that's the only thing listed. If you go to his Instagram, it's mostly pictures of him and his partner.
Mm-hmm.
There's a link to Next Management that doesn't exist.
Wow.
So there's no proof that he works there anymore.
Interesting.
Who knows how long this person worked there or never worked there or ever worked there. It's so weird.
It really felt like he and Law had a day planned.
Well,
And Law said, well, I have this work commitment, so why don't you just come meet me at the house?
you can work for Next. It's
And
fine.
then we'll go out.
No one knows what New Faces does. Just say you're from New Faces. And the thing is, this whole episode ruins a top model staple.
Yes.
Yes.
We're not getting an actual funny, silly, ghosty episode. We're not getting people lost. We're not getting time constraints.
There are no T-Mobile sidekicks.
We aren't even going on go-sees. They're now castings,
Yep.
which makes it seem like they're not models.
But we've gotten some great castings in the past, too.
Yes.
Canadian Fashion Week was a great episode.
Amazing.
One of our best. One of our most... I can't believe they took away something so iconic to the show and so interesting. And also, I'm going to say, as a podcaster, there's always some great stuff.
Mm-hmm. And like singular to modeling.
Yes.
And a huge portion of the job.
It's most of your job.
And also, don't worry, because the designers are also going to get a constraint that's going to make more of you lose than normal.
Yeah, there's 3 designers, each looking, quote, for one model.
But the same one model can win multiple designers. So theoretically, someone could have just won all of them.
I was extremely confused by this because it made it sound like it was a big show for many designers that were each walking one look.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then I was like, how could one model walk 2 looks in the same show?
Well, you're thinking it was a real show, and that was your first mistake.
It was. Well, that was what I was told, and I believed them, and that was on me.
Yeah, you trusted in the brand of Top Model, and that's
No.
never a good idea.
But it's just also because, Lex, all of this is coming at us new and fast and different. Ghosties are something that the only thing that needs to change is the vehicle they're forced to use.
And where they're going.
And
who they're
potentially
going
what
to.
language you have to try to speak.
Yes.
Yeah. Law is here also to guide their style and give them runway teaches, which is not in his job description.
Nope.
Where is Stacey McKenzie? This is the second
Judging
episode
Drag
in a row
Race
now.
Canada.
This is the second episode in a row now where she was clearly meant to be the person doing something.
Right? I get Law being there as like brand, but this should have been way earlier.
They're not even talking about personal style
No.
also, because they all end up in variants of Model Basic.
But I wish that someone was there to tell them what they should have worn too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he basically does tell them all, you all dress for night and it's daytime.
I loved that.
That was great.
At the moment where Kyla walks up and she goes, so I should just change.
I'm just
That
going to
was
walk
great.
away. Yeah.
Gina says, after getting told off, outside in real life, I'm very bookable. See, this is where the cracks are starting to show with Gina.
I think those are coming again, though, from that place. I think Hannah hit the nail on the head earlier where she's like, I should be winning.
Yeah.
People are terrible. Aaron is still here.
They have no experience. Where did you learn your trade?
Shanice's walk is indeed the worst.
Mm-hmm.
but it's not the worst we've ever seen.
No.
Well, no, Amos has been on the show. We have a worst ever.
Allison Harvard for most of it. And
And
Frankenstein's Monsters Walk.
well, and it's one thing if you want to do the Miss J funny impression, that's one thing. Miss J then told them how to not do that anymore.
No,
Yeah.
all Law did was say, I am going to bring this up at panel.
And just, I don't love the whole nasty thing. The framing it as disgusting is a lot.
Oh, I didn't take nasty as disgusting. I took to give Law the tiniest bit of credit. I think nasty is also coming a little from shenasty. And
I
I
exclusively thought that's what it was coming from. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, you call yourself Shenasty? The walk is nasty.
But they've praised her for being
Yes.
shenasty in the past, so then it'd just be like, ugh, this walk is nasty. I just thought Law doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on nasty way
That's
too
Licker's
hard.
fault. That's Licker's fault. I think what the correct interpretation of Shanice's walk is she has fussy arms because she's rolling her shoulders and rolling her wrists.
I'll say this, though. Oh, a pretty bad walk.
It's
Yeah.
not good.
She kind of, like, eventually gets into it, but when she first starts, I was like, were you always this bad?
We don't know because we've not seen it.
Well, we've only seen Pride Runway, where they were all playing characters.
So this is where Gerald had to use the bathroom in the Triangle House. So they gave him, they're like, oh, you're with new faces. And Gerald's like, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a job for me. I hate working at Restoration Hardware. They're all buttholes.
They're then put into two groups of three for absolutely no reason.
Also, that's because they had two cars. Also, Rio isn't production's friend anymore because they haven't been giving her the correct style book because she says next model management.
Sure does.
Mhm.
But there are several moments in this episode that make you question the contestants' close-up listening skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because next management was said in that intro.
Yeah.
Well, we
It's
know
not as
Gina is always tentatively listening to Tyra because she's like, right, drop it low. What was it? Dip?
Dip.
Oh, all right.
I don't
we
eat
are
dip.
we're gonna get Gina's best one so far this episode. Gina really, her attention wanders during speeches.
So group one is Kyla, her bully, and her mother.
It's a real Cinderella thing for Kyla, really.
Yes. And then group two is Christiana, sandwiched between Gina and Shanice.
Peacekeeper Christiana.
They're like, can you mediate in the car?
They're like, you have to sit in the bitch seat. Why is Christiana in the middle? Gina should be in the middle. She's tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And then Law leaves and basically just tells Shanice, you're gonna lose. Shanice goes, this is favorite. Yeah, okay, yes, sis, will do. She just kept answering.
Yes, sister.
Just kept answering, though.
Group two, Team Sandwich, goes to Chris Mena for Kunst.NYC.
And now, get rid of that name in your head because we'll just hear Kunst the rest of the time. As if that's
Well-
his name.
Well,
That's definitely all Gina heard. Because Gina says the designer, Kunst, he's amazing. And then what happens? And then you see Christiana say, so what does Kunst mean? Where does that come from? And then Gina never figures out that this man's name is not Kunst.
and it was such a smart thing for Christiana to ask.
This woman kills in an interview at a job.
I am suspicious.
Christiana, if she gets to the interview, she gets the gig.
Uh-huh.
I'm very suspicious about everything that happens around Christiana in this episode because she asked the smart question. She looks fantastic.
Gets lots of praise.
Gets lots of praise.
And
looks
she's won every challenge where she gets a job. I think, and also, we're skipping ahead, but we're in the lineup. Christiana's eyes also tell the same story, Lex, where she's like, so I'm not getting any of them, huh?
It was as though they had to cap her winnings. Like, her schedule was too busy. That she could, or there was, oh, you know what it was? You know, sometimes when you do commercial work, you have a, you can't be in any other this kind
For
of
6
product
months, yeah,
for
yeah.
6
Yes.
months to a year. That's what Christiana's wins feel like.
Her prizes are stacking too hard on each other.
There's
You
too
can't
many
book any more
conflicts.
shows. I will never get over her thinking that man's name was Coons. Oh, him? Coons?
Coons.
Coons is amazing.
Love Kunst.
This is the problem, though, with too many designers just naming their brand their name. It's
Sure.
confusing.
But he doesn't even use this name anymore.
Nope.
This was a marketing ploy by CAD management.
Because they still have the page up.
Yep. And the whole goal of Chris Mena, which I like his clothes. It's not for me, but I get the vibe.
He also seemed pretty pleasant, all things
Yeah.
considered.
And it's all about upcycle and sustainability. That's still the thing. Kunst.nyc, gone. It's also weird that it's .nyc in LA. That seems like that was a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
Now it's made by Mena is his brand.
So much better, truly.
Yes. And this was all to get, he was a new designer. They put him on ANTM as a marketing thing to get him seen.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It worked.
So, like, great job for them. But they were like,
But it is really funny to see a random management company touting this person's presence on the show. Like,
Yes.
this was so much better for him than for Top Model.
Oh, so much better.
Which is not to say anything bad about his clothes. As
No.
you said, like, the aesthetic is cool. He seems like a great guy. This was really good PR for him.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out.
I was about to say, this sounds like something Kelly Catrone wishes she could have done for one of her
Uh-huh.
clients. I will say this about Mena. Actually seemed like he was working when they came in the first time. Like, he
Yes.
was like, oh, this is now? Oh,
Oh.
hey. Me, I'm going to put some tape on some more, the backs of some more jackets.
Team 1 heads to Band of Gypsies.
Which I think we can all call BOG for the rest of the time, and
For
luckily
the rest
they
of
do
the
too.
time. Yes, for the rest of the
yes,
time.
these white women
Woo!
got an
This-
education at some point.
Well, not really, though, because they posted a thing on their website. It is the only thing on their website right now, kind of. Since the murder of George Floyd,
Yes, they are telling you why they got the education.
then they said, we recognize that the Romani people are the real gypsies,
Well, sure, but
but also, you all look like the same fucking white woman.
At different ages.
it's
Very
so,
maiden mother crone.
It's
Yes.
so funny. That no, I hold up that quote.
Uh-huh. Did it break your brain like it broke mine when I had to read it?
Yeah, but it's so funny to hear someone get what they should change, but not fully get why they're changing it.
Exactly.
But they were also like in that same description, because I also read it. It was, well, when we named the brand, we love Jimi Hendrix and Laurel Canyon, and that's a Jimi Hendrix song.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm sorry. I get that I am all about forgiveness and rehabilitation and changing stuff up when you realize you've made a mistake. If you're going to name your full-ass business something and you didn't think like cursory Google, let's just make sure all of these words don't have another meaning.
They also started the business in like 2011.
That's what I mean. Like, because I
Mhm.
looked that up. I was like, this wasn't like before they could have looked up this
No.
information very
Yeah.
quickly.
It's not like the Tricks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now they're kind of going by Band of Free, but no, they're not. It's still BOG everywhere, the full title.
Band
Also,
of
Band
Free?
of Free is
Band
terrible.
of Free is even
Mhm.
worse in some ways because it's
Ugh.
like we're just kind of moving to the side, but you know what we really mean.
But they're
Yes,
also using
seriously.
BOG, but they're saying it means different
Yes.
words now.
And it still says Band of Gypsies on their Rocket page or whatever, where it shows all their employees that, okay. And then we meet Leah Fisher, it's Tyrant as PR BOG. No, she isn't. She is just a PR person that works for her own company that they hired. She doesn't work for them. She just is their PR person. But they make it seem like she's in-house. But she's not in-house. She works for her own fucking company.
I would also have honestly believed you if you had just said, she's their blonde friend.
Well, there's so many random blonde people in this room.
This group of women does give me the vibe of like when you're watching Laguna Beach and they would have someone who was never in the show.
Mm-hmm.
An actual friend of theirs was there and they'd have to be like, Natalie, Elsie's friend. Because you'd be like, who is this?
The whole company is very Laguna Beach because it's just like white ladies designing Coachella dresses for other white ladies.
It's a snake styling its own tail.
Yeah, because they're also trying to be like, wow, we really did it. We really vintage. And I'm like, Free People exists. That already did it. And it's more known. Also, Band of Free means it feels like they're cribbing Free People's vibe. It's just, I hate this company. And
you know who also hates this company? Aaron Green. Aaron, who says, BOG is boring as hell. It's a funeral in there, so I gotta give it some jazz.
Hey, Barbara Strasmore, let me cheer you up.
The hat, when they perch this teeny hat on Aaron's head, and she's like, I look cute. Don't I look cute, Barbara? Barbara, are you listening? Ha ha, cute. What? Woo! What?
I knew Kyla was going to book this as soon as she put that dress on.
She looked so good in that dress.
So good.
It looks like it was made for her.
Yep. And she looked so much better in the clothes than anyone model
else.
there.
It was shocking. When I saw that, I was like, no, you don't just like Kyla. Kyla looks perfect in this, JW.
Yeah.
This isn't bias. She's so good in this.
Her legs, her legs are so long.
Immediately looks like an ad campaign.
Yes.
Well, and whoever chose that for her, the skin tone with that color was perfect.
Yeah.
Talk about knowing your seasons. Oh, wow. Band of Seasons. That would be fun.
Then they do a switcheroo, and they just go next door or something to get
These
to the
are
next
in
place.
the same mall complex.
And guess what? Gina is too tiny.
Too teeny tiny for these long dresses.
One thing we didn't get to mention, we were talking so much about Chris Manna, a.k.a. Kunst. So, Christiana does ask a good question. What does that word mean? What a normal thing to ask. And then he was talking about it and mentions that his grandfather died. I get what Shanice was trying to do.
Yes.
But it was so wild for her to be like, oh, someone died? My brother's dead. So we get each other, right? And I'm like, that is not what Chris wanted to do now.
I understand what you're trying to do, but that's not how you relate to someone in a job interview.
Yeah, but also, that's a very common thing that I don't think people realize is not appropriate. At a certain age, everyone knows someone that died. That doesn't mean it's sympathy.
Yeah, we were taught as a generation, I think our generation specifically at some point, I would love to pinpoint the media that started this. We were taught that empathy was telling a story of something that happened to you that's on the same theme or idea.
Yes.
Because I still know so many friends and I fall into the trap all the time. Honestly, this podcast has helped me get out of that habit of not being like, oh, you told a thing. I'm going to tell a story that's basically the same thing. And then you'll know I get it. Like people do that all the time.
I'm definitely guilty of it. But you have to just say, I'm sorry. Or that sucks.
Yeah,
it's
what a great way to honor your grandfather.
It's recognizing that you're saying, I'm sorry to hear that is actually enough.
Yeah.
Or that sucks is actually enough.
Yeah. I would love it. It was like, my grandfather died. That sucks.
That sucks.
Ugh.
Gross.
I would actually be so charmed for someone to go, ew.
Can you
Bummer
imagine
city.
Can you imagine his rotting corpse? So it's not really important after we switcheroo because nothing will top Kunst and Aaron's energy at either of these designers.
No, those are the stars.
Other than Gina going, when they go, oh, extra small, and she goes, extra tiny. And I'm like, that was the wrong thing to say, Gina.
It's interesting how she prefers tiny to small.
Uh-huh.
That is interesting,
Always
actually.
when called small, she responds with tiny.
I never noticed that. I love that when they all get scooped together for Maggie Berry, that Kyla sees the other team walk in and says that she's only intimidated by Gina and Christiana because they're strong competitors. Kyla
they're
says
models.
Shanice is not going to win this.
Not the walking challenge.
More like Shaluser. Am I right? Word for word what Kyla would say after she complimented Aaron on being a hero for moms everywhere.
I'm conflicted about Maggie Berry. She might be a lovely person. I hate everything about her. When what we are shown, it's just too much. I don't
think she's an on-camera person because I
Sure.
think some of this energy felt pushed in a way that was unnatural for her.
Well, I'm sad to hear you say that, because I really want to see the Hulu show she's involved with that hasn't come out yet. Because if you go to the Maggie Berry Fashion Instagram page, you will discover that she filmed a reality show for Hulu that's specifically about dressing musicians for tours.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't come out.
Shocking.
And when you go to the page, it doesn't exist. So I don't know if it's ever going to come out. There was a promo at one point because I watched the promo.
What's it called? Did it have a name? Yeah.
Yes, it did, but now I have to find it.
Maggie's
It
time.
was something like dressing the tour.
Oh,
I also started typing in my notes Mary Berry over and over again. My brain couldn't hold Maggie.
Dress my tour.
Oh.
That's very Pimp My Ride or My Sweet 16.
I miss reality shows, though, that were commands. Dress my tour.
Oh, wait, no, you can start watching it. Season 1 of Dress My Tour on Hulu.
Well,
imagine
hosted by Kate Upton.
Oh.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Has she gone on tour?
No.
What is she hosting? Is it just consultations?
She just goes up at the end of every concert. It's like, who did it?
It's a different, you're deciding for a different celebrity artist every episode, including JoJo Siwa.
Oh.
And Toni Braxton.
What? This is giving...
And Paula Abdul. And
Paula
to bring
Abdul
it back
tour?
around to top model, French Montana.
Oh my God. This is giving a little bit... JW and I once... Because we like to watch reality shows. And sometimes we like to have a fun time where we like pick something that we've never seen but sounds wild. And one of those times, we decided to watch the Julia Fox fashion show Chopped.
Yep.
And it
I
was...
read about it, but I never actually watched it.
You don't need to.
It was, what if a show was just about making Julia Fox happy?
Mm-hmm.
Law's on it, right?
Yeah, Law is on it.
Yeah. And our least favorite won every challenge.
Yep.
There are worse things we could do as a society than make Julia Fox happy.
That's true.
Yeah, I wish we got more Tyrons for all Maggie Berry's cutesy patootsy assistants.
But again, Katy Perry, Nicki Minaj.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why she's dressing the tour.
One of the funniest reveals is that because they have their portfolios with them, we learned that the stacked head photo is put in sideways.
Why? And they have to find the model. They have to be like, oh, that one's her. Was Shanice.
Well, especially because imagine, I guess you could orient it yourself, but imagine if you were just upside down in your own portfolio.
The other thing I wanted to point out that's wild about the second group coming in is that they enter through a door clearly marked exit only.
Yep.
Speaking of entrances, I did find a cute little moment of Gina needing help and this guy going, man coming in.
I loved man coming in. He
Yeah,
was
he's
cutie.
That's what I mean. Everyone who worked for... That's why I think she's probably a nice person. It just wasn't translating to TV.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think based on the lack of eye contact she was given that camera, I just think she wasn't ready for this.
So Law and Gerald come in boozed from their lunch date.
A brunch was had.
Yeah. To tell them who booked who.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Christiana is never mentioned in the tops of any of these when I get not booking her for BOG, that's not her brand. But she looked amazing in Kunst and pretty slamming in Maggie Berry.
Well, what's interesting about this is we're going to get a top 2.
Right.
It felt like they picked the top one from each group every time.
Interesting. I mean, that did work out that way, I guess.
Shenanigans.
And
yeah, it's not necessary. You didn't have to do it that way. But.
Yeah.
Were Kyla and Rio in the same group? They were.
Oh, never mind. They were.
Yep, never mind.
You're right. Never mind. Yeah. It's still sus, but in a different way.
Yeah. But I hear what you're saying, because why wouldn't you do it like that, honestly? And we just learn, because you would think, and we've already said it, that this would be Christiana's to lose.
Right.
Because apparently everyone wants to work with her ever.
Yeah.
But good for Rio.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because she is in the top 2 of all 3 of them.
I mean, to give Rio credit, she comes in with a very striking look.
Yes.
I mean, she's gorgeous and has one of the better walks for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, she comes in with a very specific vibe. I think Christiana is a personality and you want to work with her, but it's not like a full vibe of we need someone for a
it
runway
might not be
today.
quite as immediate. Yeah. I think you rebook Christiana.
Yes.
I think you work with her and you're like, oh.
Exactly.
Perfect.
I also want to give to Gina, because Gina's been a lot for me. Her attitude towards coming second is perfect. Her reaction, exactly what you should have if you want to be a working model who is working.
Yes.
Which is essentially like, well, they saw me and they like me, so maybe in the future that's a connection.
They know who I am now. Yep.
For a different thing. So Rio books Kunst.nyc. Rio books Maggie Berry. And Kyla books BOG. And then, because this is a theme this season, the second, third prize is you get to keep a look from each designer.
Pretty sure that's not going to be a prize for one of Rio's shows.
Well, and then this suddenly feels not real life because the show is today and it's happening where they already are. And none of this is real, and this is not a real runway show, and you barely see any other models.
And the 5 of you are going to sit in the front row.
Well, and let's not skip over the fact that they decide to declare a bottom 1.
You would also think that Kyla hadn't won for the attention the show gives the win.
Yes.
Well, I mean, look, it is quite dominating for Rio to be the winner or second place for all 3.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And it is interesting because she'll have a great episode in terms of like how well she does at everything. Rio says it herself. She needed a win because she had been going down. And all of a sudden you're like, does Rio win the cycle? She's like, crushed this.
Yeah.
I love Erin just being declared like the worst because of vibes.
I mean, this is what's wild. Why can Erin not read a room? Has she been locked in that house with those kids the whole time?
I think the weirder thing about Erin is that she did read the room because it was a dry room.
Yes.
But then responded incorrectly.
Yeah.
I think if she had done one cute thing, it would have worked in her favor.
I mean, when she came in and she was like, I love this. This is me. And it was like clearly not her. And then she like kept going and then they're trying to fit her and she's still going. And then she's doing it while she's walking down the runway.
If she had just done it once, it'd have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. She only has one tactic.
It's like no one laughed. So she tried another one and another one and another one.
She didn't have someone on that improv team to edit her away.
Just wipe that scene. So then we meet Sarah and her twin sister, Erin Whitaker.
Barely meet.
The Whitaker sisters.
Taking PR by storm.
What was weird was they Tyron them as runway show producers for Parker Whitaker Productions, and we didn't see a Parker. So I wanted a law firm style like Parker Whitaker if we're going to have the Whitaker sisters, but no Parker.
Or just tell me more about Parker.
Ooh.
And Hannah, if I may, from what you said, they are taking PR by storm. It's as good as Dress Mature or whatever.
No, they're producing this runway, but I tried to look them up a little bit, and they actually got like a PR article on HuffPo of all places, but it wasn't fun. It was just look at these sisters doing fashion stuff together.
It just seems like they're like, it was a production company they hired. But then it goes to proof of like, why did they need to hire a production company when Top Model is a production company? You know what I mean? But then I realized, well, no one in the show actually knows how to run a runway show.
I have a bigger question. Why was the fashion so much worse than what we saw at the Go-Sees?
This, I really liked the majority of the Chris Mena clothes we saw during the Go-See. This ensemble they put on Rio in particular. That's why I said it wasn't a prize.
Also, are you talking about the iPod Shuffle pants?
The pink ensemble.
With the, like, chain?
Yeah, and it didn't even look like... It didn't even look like Chris Mena's aesthetic. It was very strange.
It was like he didn't want to do this anyways and gave her the worst look.
Yeah, maybe he was like, oh, I've got to give away a look. Here's this experimental one I did.
I just made it. That's what he was making when they came in.
Sure. Oh, I didn't know I needed a prize outfit.
Shit.
Okay, what I got? A curtain? Got it. Kunst, you've done it again.
And it just doesn't feel like a real runway show either, because it just looks like what we've seen of the Top Model fan call for
It's also
audience.
like at a store. It's just nothing.
Ugh.
I do think that Rio and Kyla had good walks in the show.
Yes.
Yeah. It was weird to see the losers have to sit on their losing bench, kind of like disgrumpled.
Well, it was also weird for Aaron in a confessional to be like, I'm watching them and they're bad and I would have been better. And I'm like,
where's the evidence, babe?
Yeah. I think it's really such an odd flex when someone just lost an audition to then watch someone who won the audition and be like, I would do better. I'm like, but probably not. You lost the audition.
It would make sense if she had been known as being really great at walking earlier in the cycle.
Right.
Or if she had talked about it ever.
She's specifically been told she like walks like an old school model.
It's just really funny. This whole episode has a job to do, and that is to make us believe that Aaron should be eliminated next. I'm like, you didn't have to work that hard.
No.
None of us as a human being person hate Aaron, but she has one of the worst portfolios of someone in the top 6 we've ever seen.
Ever.
Yes.
You can just say it's her time to go.
She will even say that for them.
She seems band-free at the end. Please release me from Top Model.
Back at the house, we got more Shanice v. Gina. We didn't need it. Why are we padding this episode with this?
I'm like, yo, why are you hanging out on the same sofa? You don't like each other. I just don't know why they keep getting involved with each other.
And then, I'm sorry, Gina, you didn't need help. But also, Shanice, you didn't need to accept the help.
And the help was fine.
I'm saying the help was fine.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I don't know. I think Gina's trying to like be polite, but I don't know what she thought she was going to get from this.
That felt to me like she just couldn't help herself.
Sure.
See, I think differently. I think there's a big chunk that feels edited out based on what Aaron says. I think Aaron was trying to verbally explain to Shanice all about her walk. Because when Gina says, do you want me to just show you? And I think she meant show you what Aaron is saying. Aaron goes, oh, yeah, that'd be great. And I'm like, we edited out the Aaron chunk to make Gina look like a bigger butthole.
But I'm not even saying that, like, Gina was in the wrong. I'm just saying, I don't know, as to Hannah's point, why are they on the couch together? Gina's not getting anything from this.
Sure, but again, that's what
I mean by Gina not being able to help herself is more that, like, she sees the problem so clearly. She's like, there's no reason for me to not just jump up and show it to you.
Yeah.
But I'm like, Shanice is never going to accept anything from you, and you're never going to accept anything from Shanice.
Yeah, and also Shanice, why did you say, sure,
yes.
I'd love to see it? You didn't want to, and then you didn't like it. Everyone knew what the expected outcome was and still did it as though they were fated to do it. And it's just like, you didn't know what this needed to happen.
This dance we do.
I can't stop myself.
So, real paper. Why don't they know what this is in reference to?
Gina trying to come up with something and saying, I think it's like a beauty ad to sell something. You mean like most modeling jobs?
Oh, we're finally going to do one that's supposed to be beautiful and sell a product.
And this is where the voiceover came from Erin that I could not get over. Because you see her talking, current talking head, and then they cut away so they can slip in, and obviously from something else, I'm 42. I have to be able to blah, this.
Wait, Hannah, how did you know how old she was? She never tells us.
This is what's going on. I'm 42. I have to be able to deliver.
As a 42-year-old, I'm 42. And that's 42. Great.
Put Erin on MasterChef Generations.
She's in her own generation of 42.
I was about to say she's on a team by herself. 42 is the one age that's in nothing else.
So we head back to the same old studio. Christiana's so annoyed. And they are doing the paper magazine cover. Digital.
Also, this felt super early.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
This many cover tries?
I love that the only things that Drew Elliott says are about a real cover, which none of them have to do with a digital cover. So funny.
Also, this is such a bad idea for top model contestants.
Yep.
Because Drew Elliott goes on and on about how paper is known for totally transforming A-list celebrities. We then see the photos. I would argue that maybe one of them is transformed.
Yeah.
I think the Paris Hilton one is lit.
It's a great picture, but it was very clearly Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Sure. But I do think that they like the stark dark lip and stuff. Like they did non-Paris stuff to her, which was kind of fun.
But the thing is, it's one thing to do that with an A-list celebrity. To do it in order to crown new talent, you're like, brand new, fresh face. This is the person who you should get excited about. We're going to make them look nothing like what they look like.
It's so strange.
What?
It's just, it's creating a fictional universe where they're already stars.
Yes.
Yes. And then Drew says, and even Rihanna, in the same cadence as even Rita.
Also, I'm sorry, if you were ever going to mention the ghost of Rita Ora on this show, now would be the time to do it. We know she has a paper magazine cover.
I also think it's because they didn't do it because Tyra, they would never put Tyra on paper magazine.
Mm-mm.
Did they never? Huh.
Because if they did, they would have said it.
Oh, well, I mean, sure, but like, never after?
I don't think so. Tyra is not the kind of person you would put on paper magazine. It's not their vibe. Their vibe is these celebrities that they get to do these.
She was on it for winter 2017, and they literally... I'm going to show y'all this. Oh my God, I got to make sure this is real.
Is the modeling good or bad? Am I going to be canceled again?
I mean...
Okay, it's bad.
It's... No, you'll see.
No, you'll see it's bad in a different way.
No. Yeah, it's not in the way you think. Okay.
I think it's just going to be bad modeling because Tyra's a bad model.
So, like I mentioned, Tyra was on Paper Magazine winter 2017, and this was her cover.
Oh my.
Viewers.
Jellicle Banks, Angelical Banks. Jellicle Banks, Angelical Banks.
Jellicle Banks, Angelical Banks. Jellicle Banks, Angelical Banks. Jellicle Banks.
That one's actually pretty fun.
That one's not bad.
Ooh.
No.
No, JW.
No.
I like it.
I don't think she would like that one.
She would
This
not.
is fun, though.
This
I
one's
like
cool,
that
though. Mm-hmm.
So basically the cover, y'all, is her fully as a including her face cat.
And how many wigs do we... That's not even a wig. That's like a rug, right?
It was fierce as a tiger, Tyger.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I like this one. The one where she's in like a big yellow, like, nightie, but like huge is cute.
It's so funny that she did this after the show had a paper magazine sponsor. I guess 2017 is...
The year it showed. This is when it showed, so it must have been some...
Yeah, they did this to hype up her returning to Top Model.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm reading the text now.
Yeah.
Even Tyra Banks isn't immune to social media pressure. In 2016, fans were infuriated after learning that Banks had quit her role as the host of America's Next Top Model, handing the reins, REIGNS, to singer Rita Ora. Lucky for them, after just a 1-season hiatus, Banks is returning for the show's 24th cycle, which airs this December and features the return of last season's judges.
So this was in partnership. It's not so like
That
yes,
makes
she
sense,
was
though.
on the cover, but it was really because they were partnered with them, and so they had to put her
Sure.
on the cover.
Maybe the same PR person who got cootsed this
Maybe. So we get a return of something top model fun,
Yeah.
and that's descriptions that are Tyroned for each individual person.
Not created equal list with Tyrons.
Yes.
Give it to me, top model.
Throw in some weird punctuation.
Yeah. So Kyla is cyber-sexy-beauty. Cyber-sexy beauty.
Oh, I only got the one dash. I thought it was cyber-sexy beauty.
Who can
Either
say-
way, it's weird.
Either way,
And
it's
I
weird.
don't remember. I just remember I thought, didn't need it.
And when they said that, my brain went, oh, robot, cool.
Yes, wires, neon,
Mhm.
LEDs,
Yep.
metal tones.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like cyber sex doll was kind of what.
It's funny because it's not a thing, but it did immediately conjure something in my mind.
Or even like Blade Runner. We
Or
could
if
have
you
gone-
wanted to do like an Angelina Jolie and Hackers tribute,
Yes.
I would give you that
Oh,
too.
sure.
Cyber gives a very specific time,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right?
It feels like it's 90s, weirdly.
Yeah, late 90s, early
early
2000s. Yep.
2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Very specific colors, very specific fabrics. Christiana gets dark, slick, and androgynous.
Not sleek.
Nope, slick.
Slick.
Gina, and they're told they're all going to get transformed.
Transformative titles.
Can't believe they did this to her.
And Gina is getting bald beauty.
You cracked it, Drew.
Because the Tyrants are coming in one at a time, there is a screen capture that just says bald
Bald.
under her.
What a transformation for bald Gina to be a bald, beautiful Gina to be transformed into a bald beauty.
Yeah, they gave her this at makeovers.
Yes.
It's insulting that they can't think of anything more.
You can do anything with Gina. Gina
Because
takes makeup.
these are fully not based on the people at all.
No.
Except for Aaron, kind of, maybe.
Oh, Aaron's, yes.
Aaron was giving a parting gift by the show.
Have a little fun, Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron's is 90s hip-hop music video, but it's a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Right. She is gassed up about this, though.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. She finally has a reference for something she knows.
Exactly.
Rio is a lie and gets 50s Dream Girl.
She gets to work out that surprised face, though. Oh my god! I never would have thought of that.
What's so funny is that this show has such a tenuous relationship with the idea of mod, and it ends up being mod.
Somewhere in the world, Simon Doonan got a migraine and didn't
Yeah.
know why.
And finally, Shanice gets actually an offensive one because she gets red carpet ready.
Red dash carpet.
Red carpet.
Red carpet.
And then hair and all. That's right. We're finally going to do something with your hair. And
But
I
also
said,
implying that neither Shanice nor Gina, I guess, could walk a red carpet in their current
Yes.
state.
Yes.
because these are supposed to be opposites.
Mm-hmm.
Which again,
Mhm.
Gina's makes no sense because she clearly is already bald and beautiful. But like,
But Shanice's is offensive, actually.
yeah,
Mhm.
because it's saying she's not red carpet ready.
Yeah, everyone else got like either a decade or
Mhm.
like a very specific moment in time or fashion, and Shanice gets queen for a day because this is makeover 2.0.
And at first she is very excited
Yes.
because she didn't really get to have the tie-over experience.
Yeah, goodness, we have a week 3 CB tone flashback. I didn't know they could go
Mhm.
back that far.
And we're introduced because he's the new Eric Asla. Peter Henkett is the photographer again. So now we've only had, for the past 4 episodes, Tyra or Peter, who now
Mhm.
seems to work for the show.
Yeah.
Why did we run out of money?
And they are really going in on this Aaron is too much edit. They have decided we have to show you how annoying Aaron is. And I'm sorry, I don't know if y'all got a different read. I thought she was just like mostly just having fun with it.
That's how I felt too. It felt to me similar to the moment where Drew decided that he hated Paige because Paige had too much fun on set.
Yep.
Yes. I think for Erin, for me, I am sick of her whole shtick. Like, as watching the show, so I could understand where this would just be like, because just she seems kind of tiring, and I think she's pushing through. And
I definitely think she's
I think it seems like she is actively trying to push through because she can't get a handle on what the judges like about her.
Agreed.
Because they don't have one.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily being like, wow, she's the worst. I just think, like, I get it's annoying. I'm annoyed by her, but I've kind of been annoyed by her from the beginning. Because it's always like, look how old I am. And I'm like, you're not that old. Rio doesn't get 50s.
You almost combined them into one person.
I know. Well,
Rena.
you'll understand why, because
But what happened to
Jyla? When I saw Rio, the only thing I could think of was, Dina, turn the wig around. This is the 60s, and it is the beginning of Dreamgirls. That is not in the 50s. I'm so annoyed.
It's also fascinating to me just how much less shit Rio has to deal with.
Yes.
She gets a little wig and a big pair of earrings, and that's it.
And she has to go, oh!
I think you can always tell on these shoots where there's multiple very different things that everyone gets, who they really were, the idea that they were most inspired by. Because you could tell they were like, we know exactly what this cover is going to look like, Rio.
Yes.
Get ready.
Like there was a specific reference.
Yes.
Yeah. Where with some of them, they're like, okay, well, you're in the outfit and the hair, and let's just kind of flow it. Yeah.
But it's also I think this is seriously annoying because Drew Elliott was such a little asshole and was like, I did this specifically for every one of you. I have a specific idea of how this should be done and what it's going to look like, and it's simply not true.
What do you mean? What about his very professional scatting told you that?
Hilarious. Can't wait to get there.
So, who remembered that Michael Canyon still works for Top Model?
I didn't.
It didn't help him because he looks like an asshole too.
When someone's got scissors, be careful, okay?
That was so rude.
Well, this is the whole problem. Because from this point on, we're supposed to think Shanice is the villain. And it's a real problem for the show because the show can't also say that she actually did anything wrong.
Nope, because the wig was not put on correctly, nor was it cut correctly, nor was it anything correctly.
I am of two minds about this. 95-6% of me is like, yeah, it felt like Shanice was just having a conversation with the hair and makeup team, and she was trying to help them along because she knows her hair that is a sensitive thing, literally, because she has had to deal with psoriasis and other stuff and whatever. I think 4% of it is she seems really tired at some point, so a lot of the words are coming out. Okay.
I agree.
I agree as well.
She lost me when she said, I don't like it bouncy. That's where I'm like, well, that's not professional. Your opinion,
and sometimes you're going to have to wear bouncy hair.
Your opinion doesn't matter on that.
Yeah.
But also, it's because they put so much fucking wig glue on her head that she didn't need. She's not moving. It didn't need to be placed like that or give her a bang, which, surprise, they just do. Because I get that you can't put a wig on the psoriasis. That could be very bad. But that does not mean that you get to put the fucking hairline at her eyebrows. Like, it was
so
crazy.
low. And then the first outfit was terrible.
She
had nothing to do with the red carpet exactly.
What teen slut awards was she going to?
Yeah, this gave very like Teen Choice Awards outfit or something.
Yes! And the flat wig.
That being said, when Drew immediately says we're gonna change this up, and the big pink X goes over red carpet ready's Tyron. Glorious.
But also
that was the other moment where Shanice lost me a little bit. And I understand that, like, she's been sitting and getting this done for hours, so it would be very frustrating after you had said, hey, this doesn't look great, to then have to go completely change it. But also, aren't you a little bit relieved that you don't have to take your picture in this?
That's my thought. But I will say, it is annoying to be
Take the W, Shanice.
I get that it's annoying of like, I've been saying this doesn't work. And then I get to set and they're like, before a single picture is taken, it doesn't work. And then it's like, I fucking said it. And then to then not have a backup for the stupid thing that you curated and instead make her Julia Roberts when she was in the hooker wig.
How hard would it be to find a gown in a standard model size?
They don't even see the outfit. So it could be short. It could be clipped in the back. It doesn't even have to fit her. But the only wig you have is a blonde bob that Julia Roberts threw in the trash, and then
to put this hat on top of it.
That all being said, she's now gone too far. And she's now starting to ask people if they're ready and started stage managing. And I actually loved when Drew was like, I'll control the shoot and you can be the model.
That was fine.
That was.
But when he said, do you know what a Louboutin is? And she, so good for her. She responded, something I can't afford.
I also, like...
Until I win, which was a nice chaser.
I thought it was really mean of Drew. If he's going to be upset with her complaining about the nude lip, to talk about how great the red lip looks. Why are you giving this person these mixed signals? Why are you saving it up to ambush them with?
Right? It's just to be an asshole, is what it comes. He realized that he fucked up, and he didn't like being told that he fucked up because he's a genius. Yeah. And it's just like, you aren't as good. This is the thing too. I don't think that Drew Elliott understands really how things come together. I think he has great taste and he has a great eye, but I think he really lacks in the process. So it's not very helpful.
Well, I wonder how much he's like doing it every day also. It reminds me of when you see chefs on a reality show who don't cook every day. Yeah. When they have to cook every day, you're like, oh, you like these skills are rusty because you don't use them.
Right.
This is new Ginsburg having watched Hell's Kitchen.
No, it's not. This happens on Top Chef all the
time. But yeah, I need him to like chill a little bit.
I do think people are in a weird place, and this is why this whole thing is confusing and I buoy between whose side I'm on, is that Shanice is almost exclusively correct in what she is saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Drew recognizes a lot of that correctness. That's why she gets dismissed immediately when she's on set. But like, everyone's in defense mode.
Yes.
If she had tempered her reactions a little bit, I think it could have gone a lot better for her.
There were things that she could have held her tongue about and realized when she got to set they were going to send her back. But it doesn't help for him to come back and be shitty to her.
No.
And patronizing. Like, that's not diffusing the situation either.
To move along to Gina, who's never actively listened in her life.
Nope.
What do we think Gina was actually told to Gina when she says that they said not to do blogger poses anymore?
I almost went home last week because of blogger poses I didn't even know I was doing.
Did she think, because he said emoji, that involved text-based poses?
I think that's actually where her brain went.
Yes, that's the only thing that makes sense.
I didn't even consider that. Because I was like, Instagram?
Tumblr? Can't be a Tumblr hot sexy boy.
But also, in addition to the act of listening, Gina sometimes just says stuff, I think.
This was so good.
Drew tells Gina that he wants to see some jazzier poses. And I guess it's late in the day because he starts scatting.
I don't believe he starts scatting. This is not scatting. I can scat better than this, and I'm terrible at it.
Sure, but it is what he's doing.
That's what he's attempting to do, yes. If he knew what jazz sounded like, maybe it would have been better.
And in response to Drew scatting, Gina says, He's making me uncomfortable in a good way because it's something unknown, and that's what my character is.
And I just wrote, what do you mean, Gina?
I
She
wrote
means
wild, iconic.
yes, agreed. I think I'm going to be the Gina Whisperer. The character is unknown to Gina, therefore it is unknown.
Hmm.
You know who else has a character that's unknown to them? Kyla becomes one of my favorite contestants of all time in this photo shoot, where Peter is saying, "What girl are you?" And she pauses and goes, "What?" And then both of them start asking her, like, "Well, you know who this is," and blah, 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 right? And she's like, "No."
Because she was given cyber sexy beauty and then was given nothing of the sort.
Nope.
She was given an 80s fur stole with, I think, Aaron's mesh top.
Yeah, a mesh poncho and a necklace from the Good Wife collection. The chunkiest chain you ever did see.
And then big gold door knocker earrings.
I will say, they must have spent some time on this eyeshadow, though.
That eye makeup is cool.
The eyeshadow is cool. There is nothing else that speaks cyber about this. This is rich business lady.
Yeah, it really reads like fancy art business lady.
80s, from the 80s.
From my notes, Kyla's confusion isn't wrong. I don't know what cyber sexy is either, because it's not a thing, and if it were, it wouldn't look like this.
That's literally my note as well. Literally, different words, but totally fair. She was given nonsense words, and then is given nothing of the sort.
I just love that she doesn't try to pretend.
Drew's only note, Drew's only thing to help her. He's like, oh, she's confused. She doesn't get it. All he says is, you know, like one of those girls who doesn't care about anything.
And then she gets critiqued for doing what Drew told her to do.
Our robots don't care.
They don't have hearts. How could they?
Oh, no.
We also, we'll talk about it in the photos, but Christiana's wig looks awful.
She did the best with what was given to
She
her.
sure did.
The new year brings new health goals and wealth goals. Protecting your identity is an important step. Your info is in endless places that could expose you to identity theft, leading to lost funds. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Resolve to make identity health and wealth part of your New Year's goals with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best fit candidates to apply so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
So we head to panel, and Tyra looks good until I see one thing. Number one, the hair is the last week. They took it off, put it on a mannequin head, didn't fix it, and put it right back on her head. It's the same but messy. But this dress is nice, except for the two black bra straps above the bust line of the dress.
Yeah, I thought it was some weird, like, trim.
But it was separate.
It looked
from
very
the dress.
fashion plate bridal to me.
Yeah.
But that was like that thing for a while where, like, it'd be like a bustier and then a line right above the bustier with skin in between.
People,
like a thing for a
the
while.
dress falling off a little bit is definitely a fashion thing.
I didn't mind. I was like, yeah, it's kind of like, I am not the biggest fan of like a white lace dress, but it was like fine for Tyra until I saw that black strap, because then it just looks like, what the fuck is going on?
I just thought this was another iconic Tyra boob forward outfit. I was like, goodness me.
Gina's first.
I wasn't sure about this outfit either. Gina's panel outfit, it was like weirdly sexy Talbots.
I think it's because It looks like to me it was smock at salon, but you took your pants off, but no one told you to. Do you know
like,
what I mean?
why are you wearing a piped vest that's too big, but also nothing else?
I'm just also surprised for everyone that they didn't use what Law gave them.
Yeah.
She would have looked better wearing her Philip Plein sport thing. I think the photo is pretty good.
I thought this was the best one.
Oh, yeah.
This is striking.
Yeah, this catches your eye on a cover.
So cool.
Also, because you can't see her name, it looks more like a real cover.
That lip is gorgeously applied.
Oh, yeah. The color, the execution.
The shape. I love. Yeah, her makeup is stunning. And as we've talked about, she's a makeup queen, so I could see why she would be inspired by this brief.
Yeah, I like the shoulder up so you can see that the makeup doesn't go all the way down. There's something cool about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I'm going to critique it a little bit, I think her eyes are a little weak. They could have like pushed through more, but even that, I think she's got so much. It's
yeah, it's just so
really
it really would catch your eye.
Oh, for sure, and it's graphic with the border.
Mm-hmm.
Tyra tells her that it gives her Gollum plus Natalie Portman plus Frozen.
So a character, an actor, and a property.
I need a person, a place, and an occupation.
Yeah, right.
I did think it was also very funny in Gina's panel moment that they asked her why she thought she didn't book. And she goes, it might have been because I'm short. And then Law said, no, it definitely was. And we told you that.
Drunk Law, because we keep talking about it. But at one point, he lifts a sippy cup up in a very Paula Abdul style way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also, how is Gina supposed to say that?
True. But I did think it was funny.
No, it was a very funny moment, but it was like one of those things where I was like, what was she supposed to say? Like, yeah, too short, probably shouldn't win the cycle.
Yeah.
But I think like her answer would have been even appreciated better by the panel if Law wasn't sloshed.
Mm-hmm.
Erin's next. Her outfit, everyone's outfit's garbage today because she comes up in like a towel top.
Yeah. It's got
Yuck.
so much fringe.
Mm-hmm.
And then this upmarket Spirit Halloween bag image.
Yeah.
That I can't. This is the only time I liked that Law was so drunk. Because Tyra likes this because Tyra would do this.
This was also fascinating to me because Tyra was so clear about letting everyone know she didn't look at this film.
Uh-huh. And then...
They also mentioned that this is Erin's first frame.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tyra says, I think it's cool. And Law, straight to Tyra's face, says, it could be really cool, but it's not. And that was the moment Tyra's like, I'm not doing this show again.
I'm done.
This is a Tyra photo. It is not good.
If this were earlier in the cycle,
sure,
and they were doing some kind of impersonate a celebrity's or an era photo shoot,
yes,
it would be in the middle, no problem.
Yes.
As a paper cover, it just doesn't make any sense.
No. And once again, talking about badly applied wigs, if you zoom in on that wig line, rough stuff.
But then Tyra decides to try one last turn of phrase to see if this is going to catch on. And she says, I figured it out. Your features wear you. Wherein what we need...
No, that's
Kyla.
This is Kyla.
We're still talking about Erin?
Yeah.
Jesus, I thought you guys had moved on.
No. Wow, I guess you're a real Gina with your active listening.
I'm going to miss recording so much.
Wow.
Literally, all the things you were saying to me applied to Kyla.
We have episodes left. You cannot clock out yet. Your shift is not over.
Just like Tyra, I feel like I'm done. I just can't believe we spent so much time on Erin's photo.
That's my last photo.
Let her have this, JW. Yeah, you know what, JW? I'm tired of you being mean to Aaron.
You've been so mean to Aaron, and
Aw.
it's kind of disgusting and ageist.
Ageism.
Kyla's next. Yuck, 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 yuck.
Yeah.
Again, if it was just like a makeup ad, I'd kind of like it because I think the makeup's cool.
Yeah.
The wig is wild. Why is it slick back?
The
Why?
styling is
this-
just. What is it? Who is this person?
Who is this woman?
Yeah, this is where Tyra thinks she's cracked the Kyla problem and says, "You've got to wear your features, but your features are wearing you." You know, some days your nose just wears you. You know what I mean?
This is no model the noun, not the verb.
Yeah, she's just trying to remix that because
Yeah.
Kyla has been just told the same feedback.
Mhm.
If they don't like Kyla's photo or video or whatever, they're telling her the same thing. So there's no way to give her new feedback.
Yeah. But no, there is, because as she walks back, Law
And like all the way back, like she's
Uh-huh.
done.
Standing in the back row.
Yeah.
Law thinks that he's hosting the show and says, "No, wait, I'm not done. Kyla."
Candy, stop.
The worst moment of that season. Says, "Kyla, have you been fucked right?"
Have you known the touch of a man?
What he literally says is, how many boyfriends have you had? And then she counts on her fingers to one, which is funny.
Funny. One.
And then Tyra cuts him off as he's saying, "You need to be made love to."
Ooh. No, thank you.
Gross.
See, this is when I like Tyra. Tyra sees this car crash happening.
Yeah,
And
but
then
that's
she immediately, because I'll appreciate 100% sex prude Tyra going be like, I hate sex and I sold sex. Don't you tell Kyla she needs to have sex.
yes, but this is kind of a new storyline for Tyra, because Tyra has literally said this to virgins of the past.
Mm.
So you can't, I guess you're just maybe to give Tyra the benefit of the Benny of a doubt.
But Benny of a doubt.
She has realized the error of her ways.
Yes,
But I don't
think so.
I don't think that's true. I think she just heard it out of someone else's mouth and was like, "Ew, is that what I sound like?"
I think both of what you said's true.
Okay.
I think she learned the wrongness in the real time and was like, no. No.
And then we get a little bit from Law. It's a blessing from God. I just know things. I just do. I'm sorry. I'm clairvoyant.
I love this drink. What's in this drink?
Very acai.
Christiana is next.
I am glad that Law finally tells her about the panel fashion.
This milkmaid hair?
This is a great
Hair is
joke.
milkmaid, the dress is bridesmaid, but I
Perfect.
still love you. Mwah.
Yeah, here's the thing. Christiana, what's going on? Why is no one telling her how badly she dresses?
Because she only listens to people and she doesn't speak to them
Just wear those jeans and that white tee, babe,
every time.
for the rest of the time.
I think she looks like Emma Stone meets
Yes.
India from last season. It's the eye makeup. It really makes her like that cat eye.
The only person who is transformed, I would
Yeah.
say.
What you were saying earlier, Hannah, about this also kind of looks like impersonating a celebrity, maybe,
Mhm.
kind of
Mhm.
thing. This, to me, if I saw this, I'd be like, I don't know who this is, but it feels like she's bringing the energy of another human being.
It's almost
Yes.
like they gave her like the essence of Marlena Dietrich.
Mm-hmm.
Is like kind of what they're, you know what I mean? Or like,
This asymmetrical white shirt that only has half a collar is really weird.
this is the problem. I think she looks transformed. I think her body is cool. I don't like this
Cool
photo.
expression.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I don't like this photo, but it's not her fault.
This,
As a model, she does well.
Yes.
But speaking of wigs, once again, the place where they have put the part on her head is
Do you mean almost touching the corner of her eye?
keep your part at the level of your eye.
Why did Michael Canyon not know how to apply wigs, and why was he here? We haven't seen him in years.
And the wig is so precariously placed atop her head that it's actually casting a shadow onto her forehead.
Also, why can we see the red stool she's sitting on? No one else, everyone else is close up, and then hers is like so far away.
I think it's so weird when there's one person who isn't cropped the same way.
But it is really pretty impressive how well she does with this.
Yes.
I can't believe neither of you have not screamed beauty shot at some point.
That was just something Gina said. The show didn't try to make me believe that this time.
The show said character work.
Characters are welcome. But yeah, then we get a dash within a hashtag.
A dash tag.
A dash. Thank you, Hannah. I knew I could count on you to pun it up.
Yeah.
Hashtag NLF-Ness. Which then makes it seem like she didn't quite get to next level fierce. It's like next level fierce-esque.
Next level fierce-ish.
But also, if it's next level fierceness, it's still NLF.
And NLF is just so bad. Also, it's hard to say. It's so close to NFL and NFT.
Yeah.
It's a terrible hashtag.
Yeah. You're catching so many strays when you hashtag NLF.
Yes.
And also, it kind of sounds like an MLM, but mostly you're getting people that drunkenly tag the NFL.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, Rio's next.
I actually found it charming when they were talking about how much she won the thing, and she was like, you won 2 of them, you got 2 of them, and she was like, yeah, and high honors from all 3, just saying.
I thought, way to fuck yourself over, Rio.
No, I love the phrase high honors. She was just like, a couple of more superlatives, just letting you know.
I won and I placed.
Exactly.
Didn't title, did place.
More nominations than you'd expect, actually.
I am ready to be wrong and disagree with you. I don't know what you're going to say, but I don't think
Hannah.
You both. I don't think this
Jyla?
Hannah J.W. Ginsburg.
Hannah J.W. Crumpsburg. Come on.
Crumpsburg, sorry.
Crumpsburg. We sound like a cheese.
Ooh, it's stinky.
Yeah.
I don't think this photo is usable for what they're using it for.
Oh, I'll say this, I think it deserved its placement. I think that for me, I always like a little bit of camp, and I think this is the right amount of camp, and I am enthralled by how perfectly shaped her lips are that you perfectly see the 2 teeth on top and bottom, and I think the eye contact's great.
I think she did what she was supposed to do.
Yes.
It feels very strange for a cover shot.
Yes.
I wish they had given her a bolder lip.
Sure.
But it's weird. I don't really have strong feelings about this shot. I think she did what they told her to extremely successfully.
It's giving a little Kmart ad from 1984.
Oh, wow.
See, that I don't see. That I'm not getting.
Our sales.
You know what I would have loved, since they had these super bejeweled earrings, if they had done that to her lips.
Yes, that's a great idea.
It just doesn't seem special enough for a paper magazine cover.
I will give you
if
this.
Rio won.
I will give you this. I agree with that, Lex.
Okay.
I think you can go way more fashion with this. The lip can be neon blue.
Mhm.
Something there's so much.
That's what
more,
I'm saying.
The lashes can be more exaggerated.
Yeah, the makeup is just way too regular.
Yeah, they just gave her freckles.
But I think she is giving you the perfect shot for what this called for.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
that it is fine for the shot that it is. I just don't think this is a usable cover or digital cover.
It was strange to me on all of these. Also,
Not even a digital cover? How
No.
mean?
I know.
The matte gray background is a very weird choice and did not feel paper to me.
Oh, yeah, because paper, I'm sure they've used that color, but it's iconically
Bright.
a brighter color usually. Or at least it's different for the photo.
Mhm.
Yes, or it's lit weird. There's
Yeah.
they like doing clearly this is fake. You know what I mean? There's a
Yeah,
layer of
last cycle
artifice.
there was a lot of extreme vintagey wallpaper that they were shooting in front of.
They want you to know that it's artificial. And I just think that Rio's is like, okay, that's what it like.
Yeah. It's interesting because I feel like she is giving appropriate and interesting camp, but is not supported by the styling.
Yes. This regular wig and nothing makeup and just like some earrings that are kind of ugly.
For me, it's just the makeup. I wish the makeup had just been pushed a lot further.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at this, especially when I look at all of them, hers is definitely the one to me that stands out the most.
It's a good photo. She's gorgeous. And like I say all the time, she's gorgeous.
I just also like it when a model can do camp, and I feel like Rio actually can. Like, she got what this was supposed to be.
It is also fun to see her do something campy like this, as opposed to, like we've been saying, a lot of the shots have been sort of like
sexy,
languid and sexy and sensual.
Yeah,
so it's fun to see something a little like more up and energized.
Yeah. Like I said,
True.
I am not saying the photo's bad.
Mm-hmm. But they let her down on the styling if this is supposed to be a cover shot.
This is not a winning cover shot for the competition.
Yeah, and it is just strange to see the amount of makeup that's applied to everybody else.
Even Erin got a lot of lip liner.
A lot of lip liner, a lot of eyeshadow.
A
lot of blush.
Everyone got makeup except for Rio.
Yeah.
They compare her to Stacey McKenzie.
I don't think
And
so.
Tyra did a decent Stacey McKenzie.
I don't see Stacey McKenzie at all.
I
just think it's the freckles.
It's the
It
freckles.
was literally the freckles.
They did find a photo that supported the claim, though.
She was making a similar face.
Yep. Well, that's what I mean. But normally they would just be like, "Here's a praying mantis."
Sure. Shanice is next. I love her top at panel. I don't think it's surprising that I love a flowy black sheer top.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she looks pretty great at panel. And Law comes in with Erin levels of energy, talking about her walk and embarrassing her.
He really cashed that check he wrote earlier.
Yeah.
Both Law and Drew were just lying in wait for Shanice.
Yeah. And what's wild is I don't think the photo's that bad.
I'm going to say it right now. It's my second favorite photo.
Yes.
I think let's divorce ourselves from the styling for a second. I think she looks gorgeous.
I think she's weirdly selling the styling.
I think she's at the very least selling the hair and the weird top.
Yes.
I think the hat is impossible to sell otherwise.
Sure.
But imagine if that was like a more red newsy cap or something. You could make this work.
I find it a little up the nose.
Sure.
But she is still beautiful. It would not be my number 2.
Also, the little gap that we've never quite seen before.
Yeah.
Love.
Well, that's kind of what I weirdly have a habit of defending up the nose shots more, which I can't believe
Yes.
the habit I have. But I kind of love how perfectly, despite the fact that she is at an angle, you can see this kind of perfect symmetry in her face.
Yeah.
She does have gorgeous nostrils.
She does.
They're like perfectly placed.
Yeah, her eyes are that right mix of like almost like a bedroom eye, but still activated. Like, I think she's doing good modeling.
I liked that Law called out the shoulder a lot because she always has stunning shoulders, collarbones, and I think it's impressive to employ that for a close-up cover shot.
I also think it's impressive that her tattoos don't deter from the shot.
No, if anything, I think they add to it.
Yeah. And it does feel like this one feels in some ways the most Paper Magazine covery because it looks like a costume, not in the way that Erin's looks like a costume. But
this looks like this is a celeb that this is clearly not their hair. This is clearly not their whatever. And
I do wish she had tipped her head forward a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
I do.
And then Drew can't fucking help himself.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't bring up, there is no mention that this was not the original brief.
No. Suddenly it's, you didn't like the wig and you didn't like the outfit.
Yeah, I wonder if Tyra even knew that they were talking about a different wig.
Nope.
It doesn't seem like it.
The thing, look, Drew was clearly going to read her.
Yeah.
And I understand why. We talked about it at that point in the episode. When Shanice gives a very sincere apology and says, "I'm sorry that offended you," for him to respond with, "It's not offending me."
That was such fucking bullshit.
Your face and language say different, my friend.
I thought you were about to say your face is offending me. That's what's offending me.
He literally just went on a rant on how offended he was at the photo shoot and then to be like, "But I wasn't. Gotcha."
Oh, I guess you apologize for the wrong thing. You must feel really stupid. But y'all,
Oh my god.
I wasn't ready.
I was not ready for the return.
Of some, like, god tier level.
This felt like a going away present for us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Did y'all feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Celestial Banks nonsense. The longest paragraph I've done in my notes in a long time.
Rightfully so.
Mm-hmm. I can give you guys a piece of advice, everybody. When you're new in the industry, I want you to think of yourself as a baby. A baby is like, oh my god, my wig is in the wrong space. And then as the baby grows up, oh my gosh, the wig is in the wrong place. And now that baby is 21.
Still a baby.
I'm sorry, can I talk to you for a second? Can we actually lift this up? And then when you're my age, you know what? This is really wrong. Give me the glue. I'll do it myself. Babies get everything when they do like this, right? Okay, thank you very much.
What was the advice?
That
What?
was the weirdest thing to me. Is all of that character work, all of the gestures, and I actually don't know what the advice was.
Nope.
The advice
It was
to
talk
be a
like a baby.
It was to be a sexy baby was the advice. Because the advice was not don't say anything.
No, it's, oh, I don't know. I'm just a little girl, but it looks to me that there might be something wrong with this wig. It's probably my fault.
But you're a man who's bigger and older and stronger and smarter. I'm so useless. La la la. Look at my boobs. I'm a baby.
Boopy doopy doop boop. Sex.
Sex.
Great reference.
But yeah, it's just like there was no advice. You look awful, Tyra. But also, and then you get to my age. You meant in the industry.
Mhm.
But it then seemed like you had to be old, but Erin's the oldest woman ever, so Erin can say it. But no, she also has to be a sex. It was like,
That was the thing, is this was trying to be a metaphor about experience level.
Yes.
yeah.
But it was actually, she only made it about literal age.
And she said things to this effect before, where if you've been working for years and you're the name, you can get away
Yes.
with this and this and this. But
Yeah.
when you're starting out in the industry, you have to be careful how you talk to people. She has said things like this before.
It's not even advice that we've wholly disagreed with.
No, I was going to say there's actually a good advice, which is you have to, like, not know your place, but like massage people's egos,
Mhm.
right? But instead, it's just be a dumb idiot baby that's also sexy.
I just don't understand how you could get to the end of that speech and be like, so you all understand the advice I just gave.
And then they all have to go, uh-huh.
Well, I did it. Time to go out on top, Tyra.
I think it says a lot that Ashley didn't speak a lot at this panel.
She didn't. She's honestly spoken less and less, and I'm wondering if she was already starting to sign that contract for American Beauty Star or whatever. To save the good ones, Ashley.
And then I don't know why they kept it in, because we go backstage and Shanice says Drew lied.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Fully kept that in. And then also, very quick, private panel. That was like, oh my gosh, private panel. We're going to discuss the top 6. That's going to be so interesting. Just kidding. It's going to be about 2 people, negatively, but not the bottom 2.
And also, where was Tyra's Erin speech from?
I don't know.
Wait, this was not happening in panel. It was odd. Like, I don't know what the editing team and the show is attempting to craft.
I don't either.
Call out order. Rio gets first.
Which I wrote, damn, this is a great week for Rio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would think that the top 2 are Christiana and Rio based on this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just going to be a battle to the top for those 2.
Then Christiana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then Gina, who I thought had the best photo.
I did too.
I would have put her second, personally, but sure.
And then Kyla is able to squeak out of the bottom.
Because they're going to punish Shanice.
Yeah.
They just want to punish Shanice.
Yeah. Leaving Shanice v. Erin.
Kyla is one gorgeous crier.
Yeah. Shanice, good photo, bad on set. Erin, you've lived. I like this photo.
No. And then we have Erin,
You've lived.
who is
42 of them.
beautiful and has lived and is having a second life.
She doesn't play that game. It's only for drugs and sex. She loves the avatars being able to fly, but she doesn't like what else goes on Second Life.
Beautiful and has lived and is having a second life. Tyra Banks, saved this woman and gave her a new life.
You got a new attitude.
Yeah, that's exactly what I heard when I was watching this.
And also Tyra being like, but I liked this photo. This photo? This is a Tyra special. Because at least she knows that this is the exact photo Tyra has taken in the past. Obviously, Erin goes home.
And seems ready.
Shanice, before you go to the side, just remember, unfortunately, in this business, we gotta act like a baby.
Why bring it back up?
Give it to me one time,
told
Shanice.
Me to act like a baby, so that's what I'm doing.
So that's why my pants are full of shit.
One time for us. Goo goo, gaga. Great.
Suck on that thumb, baby.
Ooh.
And Tyra tells Erin, you have made a huge change for women everywhere across this globe.
And then Kyla yells, my mom's gonna love you.
And then the credit scene, I think it's very suspicious that it's soundless.
Fascinating.
Release
the audio.
Drew got his author photo done. It's fine.
Get strapped in. This is one of the longest updates we've ever had.
Well, she's had such a long life.
Yeah, we got to hear about her first life and her second life.
You would think to yourself, every time I'm about to tell you something, I want the two of you to be ready because there's going to be another reveal. So, this is going to be an update on Erin Green, but it's also going to be an update on Desiree Green. The first thing you'll notice when you look her up is she gave herself a major tie-over, and now she is iconically short hair and nearly platinum blonde. And honestly, I think it looks great. She has a twin sister named Desiree. Before the show, they were already in Inspire magazine in 2014. They also competed on a twins episode of Fear Factor, but they were the first to be sent home. A modeling photo of her can be seen in Cycle 14, the Big Hair Day episode.
Stop it.
And in 2013, for a split second, both of the twins can be seen as extra runway models on an episode of Cycle 20.
What?
Erin had already been on this show twice. After the show, she modeled for Give Me Body, Madeline K. Couture, and Aunt Funky's Closet. Yeah. She has walked in Santa Fe Fashion Week, and she was the victim of a prank segment on the Ellen DeGeneres Show in 2018.
She loves doing TV.
She has since founded a youth empowerment organization called Twin of a Kind and the Pretty Girl Retreat Conference. This has led to a video I'm about to show you of her and her twin being host of a competition series called Next Top Model Kids.
Oh no.
Which was a modeling competition for child modeling contestants from 12 to 17. And we're gonna watch the 30-second trailer.
Was it a summer camp?
Well, I'll get into that after we see the trailer.
Welcome to Next Top Model Kids. In this TV show, please join hosts, international models Erin and Desiree Green, as 12 contestants will be chosen from a nationwide search of the best talent around. They will receive tasks and challenges along the way that will either tighten their game or they'll become eliminated in a blink. Find out who will be the next top model kids.
Well, probably that girl at the end who was walking with both of them.
Next top model kids. Who will be the next top model kids? Not kid. Kids.
So, or next top kid model.
What I could parse out is this started as a workshop and then became a pitch pilot. Because there's a whole TV series version of the website, but also some old workshop-y stuff. And it was referred to as a workshop. So then she released in 2021 a kid's book called Being Me is a Hot Topic.
What?
Being Me is a hot topic.
Like the store?
Here's the description part of it. What do you do when you simply want to shine just as you are? You find a way. That's exactly what author and former America's Next Top Model contestant Erin Green had to do as a child. In this beautifully illustrated, easy reader book, main character Sasha is learning to strut in her confidence. Unfortunately for her, she experiences bullying when all she wants is to express herself. Throughout the story, with kindness and affirmations, she understands just how great she truly is. This Mommy and Me book tells a story of a supportive mama who always encourages her daughter to hold her head high and face her fears. Sasha quickly finds herself using aisles, hallways, and even sidewalks as her personal runway as she grows into the best version of herself.
Work the sidewalk like a runway. Work that aisle like
This all
a
feels
runway.
passive-aggressive to her mother. She has a supportive mom. Sasha does.
It also
Genevieve,
seems...
you also left out the first sentence of that description that I want to read because this is how my mind works. Most children grow into self-love, but nowadays it is not made easy.
Woo!
Don't say self-love and children.
Woo!
Self-love means something else.
Her Instagram is It's Erin Green, has about 30,000 followers, and she lists herself as an ANTM Cycle 24 contestant, model.
It's not Erin Green official anymore.
Oh yeah. Model pageant coach. Talks about being the producer now of Next Top Model Kids.
Which makes it sound like she's a producer of America's Next Top Model.
Yep. And in addition to the other things we've already talked about, she's a monitor for SVS Provider, which provides supervised visitation services in LA, San Gabriel Valley, and Orange County. So she helps, I think, kids have visitation with imprisoned parents.
She's
That's
a
what
lot
I
of jobs.
think it is.
A lot of jobs.
So now it's time.
Well, you're not done?
No. Lex. This has all been the Amuse Booch.
Oh my god.
The Amuse Booch?
This is...
Save it. Save it.
Cut,
Mark
print.
that.
TM.
For the Drew interview and the trivia fact, because we're going to have a reveal and yet another update about Robin from Cycle 1.
What?
This is my gift to y'all. Happy Halloween. In our Drew interview, Erin mentions, and I cannot believe this did not make it to the show, that she auditioned in 2003 in the first cycle. But even then, she was 27. And the age limit is 25. She lied, was about to be on the show, and they called her. But then I did the math. And even though she's the oldest person to compete on America's Next Top Model, she was born the same year as Cycle 1's Robin. So that means Robin lied about her age and never got caught.
I'm gonna faint again!
Do you think when they caught Erin, they were like, oh, there couldn't be more than one?
And Robin was like, praise.
That's what praying does.
Yeah, seriously, that's the power
Of prayer.
Oh my god, I would love an alternate history version of Top Model where Erin Green competed on the first cycle.
But only if Robin gets to compete on this cycle.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Imagine Robin and Kyla talking to each other.
Imagine Robin talking to anybody
Anyone.
else on this cycle. Robin and Rio.
Sandra?
Vega?
Oh, so
Would Robin have been an upstairs girl?
Best friends with Liberty.
Liberty's like, I don't believe in Jesus. What?
We're Mormon.
My name's not Blessing. It's Liberty.
I believe in freedom.
From
And
religion.
small business opportunities.
And Robin's like, I got a small business opportunity for you. Name-changing services where you change the spelling but not your name.
You know who's the first small business owner? A carpenter friend, Jesus.
That's a family business.
Okay, there's still... that's not even the end of it. Hold up. sorry. She gave us so much. In the Drew interview, she said she was confused about how to present herself. Do I act my age or am I youthful?
Mm-hmm.
And Drew claims, well, it's based on whatever the week was. And he was like,
Sure, that's not helpful.
He just says that. And then he asks a question that you think's going to have a normal answer. And Drew asked, well, what was it like moving into a house? You moved away from your family. You talk about a lot. How's it like being in this house? And you think to yourself, she's going to be something about being mama, right? Or whatever. It was a house filled with narcissistic brats. And the irritating part of that house was having to listen to everyone else's story and them not asking you about yourself. I think Aaron, we got confusing edits about Aaron. I don't think Aaron was spending time with anybody.
She was just as angry in that hot tub as I would have been.
Yep. And then she's the only person so far, at the end, they're like, funniest, messiest, whatever. She's the only person that thinks that Christiana is the craziest. And I think it's because Christiana wouldn't leave Aaron alone.
She thought Christiana was the craziest because she was voluntarily listening to everybody else. That one's crazy.
Why would you do that to yourself?
And 3 fun trivia facts. She was not revealed to be a contestant until the premiere episode finished airing. So this was actually, they tried to make it a reveal, and she's the only contestant in history to have that done. At one point, she was the oldest contestant to compete in any top model, but in Cycle 17 of Germany's Next Top Model, 3 contestants were older than
Knew
her.
it was going to be Germany.
Yeah. And finally, her twin Desiree not only auditioned with Aaron, she made it to the semi-finals
Of this season?
and she was and she was completely edited out of the episode. Remember how we said it was weird how few people there were?
Mhm.
She made it till the house call. Like she was in the
Oh my
room with the
God.
final people.
How?
Power of editing. And Drew even barely
Wow.
mentions that in his interview. He's like, well, she auditioned with you. And she was like, because I don't think she could say more than that. I was like, we could have had twins. So now it really reframes Aaron to me
Yeah.
that she was someone who was thinking, we're going to get in as old twins.
Mhm.
What a story. We auditioned for the first cycle. You finally lifted the age restriction and we are here.
And I'll have an ally in the house.
But apparently hated everyone, was a schemer and a dreamer, is trying to do a ripoff with kids. Like,
Yeah, she skirts some copyright laws, I think.
Wow.
And she is really, I'll give it her. She's a hustler. Like,
yeah.
she's doing a lot, but it seems like she is loosey-goosey with some things.
She's like, cease and desist letters will come later.
It almost feels like she made a trade-off in her mind where she's like, okay, I'll give you the mom edit that you want. And in return, when I get back home, I'm hustling everything.
Yeah, wow. That is not the Aaron that we saw on TV.
Not at
No.
all.
To an impressive degree.
Yeah, uh-huh.
The show had a very clear idea of who they wanted Aaron to be on the show, and I guarantee you she was not giving it to them.
Yeah.
Which is why they just use that same I'm 42 over and over again.
Well, here's the fascinating thing about Erin. She's weirdly memorable because she is the big, oldest contestant ever in the show.
Mm-hmm.
But when you actually watch this cycle back, she's mostly absent.
Yeah, she just takes bad pictures.
But there is like no storyline. The trauma episode, we get dumped all this backstory all at once, and then it goes away again.
Mm-hmm.
And in this episode, they were like, and she's a little annoying.
She wasn't really good enough at modeling or bad enough at modeling to make her a main character of the episodes. Like, she didn't model well, but she wasn't so bad at it that they could have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have like an Alasia moment or something.
But what was wild is she was kept around for so long with no story.
6th place.
No story and bad modeling because so many people quit.
Yeah, I was about to say part of that is that 2 folks who had a more successful portfolio, Vega and Brindy K, quit.
And Liberty was kicked out for nothing.
I think they were also very committed to being like, well, this isn't a gimmick.
Yes.
Because here's the thing, you cast someone like that, you make it a big deal, she's the 15th contestant, blah, blah, blah. If she's got like a pass to at least episode 3 or 4, because like, if you eliminate her right away, it makes it seem like,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
well, we were right to have this age restriction.
And we were right to not immediately cast you. But yet she got to episode 10.
And I assume she's part of the comeback.
Yeah, she didn't quit.
Yeah.
What if Erin comes back?
She's 43 now.
No, Desiree. You mean Desiree comes back in place of Erin.
Wow. Erin, you seem refreshed.
And if we sound refreshed, even though we've been doing this for so long, you can rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. We love hearing from you, your hot takes. Ooh, I love a hot beverage to chill me out from being so on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Or...
What?
And hot takes, iced tea. And we love iced tea to chill out that fire that we're on.
A hot beverage to chill you out. Because you're so on fire.
Yeah, I like to sit. I'm like, I want to chill out. I've had a day. I'm going to have a hot beverage. Yeah, that makes sense to
quench
me.
the fire.
To quench the fire. Because you know how you don't want to put like super cold water on a really hot pan because then it will warp? That's like your body. You can find me spitting all this truth anywhere at Yet Charming.
I'm stoking the fires within at Hannah Jane Ginsburg on Instagram.
And I'm just in a quiet simmer.
You're going to kill that frog, JW.
Tiny takes. At JW_Krupp on Instagram.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum and stoke that hot fire drink anytime you do. So for PodLeadum, I've been Lex Basile Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
All three of us have like won awards for stuff. And I'm Jada. What do I do at the end? I'm JW Krupp.
And we're saying our names, and we'll see you on top.
PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.